Why do you like running in St. George?
Oh, I love the weather. I'm from Cedar City, which is about 50 miles north of here, and it's freezing right now.
I really like the trail system that it has to offer.
I love the scenery and I like the variety of trails.
I love riding in St. George because the weather is so nice and the city does a great job of keeping all the trails up.
I really love the weather and the good community of runners.
Because St. George is my home and it's a beautiful city.
Probably the trail systems in St. George.
I love running in St. George because I get to look at the beautiful scenic routes.
There are clearly a lot of reasons running has become a staple in St. George. And to dive in deeper, there's no one better to talk to than Aaron Metler. He's a former Division I runner, he's been a race director in St. George for nearly 15 years, and he is the 4-time St. George Marathon champion.
For my story to get to St. George is an interesting one. Out of college, I graduated with a sport management degree, and then I was looking for a job, didn't really know my direction I was going in, and applied to all 50 states. St. George, Utah was my favorite opportunity, a $9 an hour internship. Was the best I could do, and then it turned into a full-time job, and it all started from there. I fell in love with the town because of how the town comes around their marathon and their endurance events, and that's why I kind of never left. It was such a cool town to have focused on the marathon, unlike any other place I've seen, and it was really cool, and that's why I've stayed in St. George so long. I love running in St. George. Obviously, it doesn't hurt that February is 70 degrees. Coming from Michigan, you used to not be able to even run on the sidewalk because they wouldn't even plow it. So it'd be ice and snow. Here you can run all year round. Even when it's hot in the summer, it's still like a great place to run. The trail system, as you can see behind us, takes you miles and miles and miles without having any cars, any traffic. There's really a race for everybody. When we do, last one standing ultra marathon from 100 miles to a kid's bike ride that's, a criterium, a couple laps. There's something for everyone, all ages. St. George Marathon, obviously, you got some of the most elite competitors in the United States coming to that one. Other races are just simple and small, and there's really something for everyone. I think that's what makes St. George have the best race for anyone's individual preferences. St. George Marathon is one of the biggest in the world. I think it was 13th ranked in the world a few years ago. It's still up there as one of the top in the United States, and then it's the biggest one in Utah, and it continues to have the longest standing tradition. This is the 46th year this year of the St. George Marathon. I think St. George really is a mecca of an upcoming running top place to run. I think it's kind of been a hidden treasure for years. I know Ironman found it, and now they've put all their championship races here, and I think other people are finding it and learning to love this area. We're looking forward to seeing more and more running people come to this community and run, and I think building this running community through the college. Now I think the college has a bigger program, and they're starting to grow from the youth. We're doing some youth track stuff to the older ages. I think the community is really getting bigger, and it's been really exciting to be part of St. George's running community.
Whether you want to run one of the biggest marathons in the nation or just join a couple friends on the trail for a Saturday morning jog, you're in the right place, the land of endurance. A place where the weather is always good, the trails are always open, and there's always someone to run with. So get up and run, St. George.